India is a mask that continually keeps changing. Sometimes I feel I really get to understand what's happening in India, and other times I feel like I'm so on a superficial understanding of it, and I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to get that deeper understanding that I'm hoping that this project actually provides. The unpredictability of India really reflects the unpredictability of this run, which does not reflect how Samantha Gash normally likes to operate. My comfort zone is knowing what's happening, having a level of certainty, and I don't know why I keep rebelling from what I naturally like. I freak out by it, and then I'm also so excited that I get to be on the edge of the unknown. I'm tired, plain and simple. The temperature has just soared to a really intense period for the run. I suppose it's like what it was when we were in Rajasthan, and I know that was really hot, and I don't know if this is hotter, but it feels like consistently day after day it's very hot and the humidity is high.
The temperature's ticked over 40 degrees. It's not accounting for the humidity. I don't know, I feel very on edge today. I feel like the littlest things are kind of twisting something in my brain that just makes me snap. I hate this side of myself actually when I get there. Today I'm just not handling that sound.
The mind is like a muscle, and you have to look after it in the same way that you would look after your body. But the things that I need to do to calm my mind down have been sometimes close to impossible here, or too difficult for me to work through to actually do. The impact of not having that time to reflect and process isn't always pretty. The only way I can describe it is it's like a brain explosion. There is so much going on inside the brain on top of what's going on the body, and the objective of what you need to do the next day and the next day is so high that the brain can't cope with everything that's happening. And unfortunately, that has to come out somehow.
I came on this project with the knowledge that I would probably bear the brunt of a lot of her frustration. At times, it can be quite challenging. We had some moments at the start of my time here, but the good thing with Sam is that she likes to deal with issues and conflict straight on.
Coming from a different country, from a different culture, and not speaking the language and making all of this happen is not an easy thing. It's mentally exhausting. And the cultural differences, you can see them every day during the run. So Sam, she's got a strong character and she likes to control things. You know, she can control the pace of her run, she can make sure physically she's fine. But outside the run, India controls everything because it's a chaotic place.
The moments of snappiness or when she unleashes, some emotion is understandable, and it's actually really good that she can do that so that she can release, process everything, and then start the new day again.
It's so easy to think of all the negative things in the moment when you're feeling so mentally tired. But I need to also be I am proud of myself that I've done what I've done so far. I've seen the things that I've seen. I've been myself, and I'm still here. These are actually the most resilient people I've ever met. Like, people talk about me being resilient, that I can run every day for 77 days feeling the way that I do. I have a lot of certainty around my unpredictability, and these people don't have that. And you can't help but being incredibly amazed and proud to be able to be connected to that.
When I walk beside her, I am the better man. When I look to leave her, I always stagger back again. Once I built an ivory tower so I could worship from above. When I climbed down to be set free, she took me in again. There's a big hard sun beating on the big people in the big hard world. When she comes to greet me, she is mercy at my feet. Yeah, when I see her pin her charm, she just throws it back at me. Once I dug an early grave to find a better land. She just smiled and laughed at me and took her blues back again. There's